Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. I'd like to direct this to Joe Biden. And Joe Biden, I'd like to warn you about Donald Trump and him being a bully. You cannot, as I see it, as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, deal with Trump the way he deals with others. You have to deal with Trump the way he deals with you. What am I saying? You know, the governor, well, should I say Nikki Haley, she was running for office, right? She wanted to be candidate for representative of the Republican Party. No one wanted her. Everybody wanted Donald Trump, the bully, because they're scared of the bully. Now, there was one man that stood by Nikki Haley. I don't know if he was the governor of South Carolina. I don't know if he was in charge of the Republican Party or whether he was a senator, but he was sticking by Nikki Haley. I saw him being interviewed today, this Sunday, the 14th, on the news, and they were asking him if Donald Trump if he's the one that's chosen to be the candidate, and he is representing the Republican Party, would this guy vote for him? Considering all of the things that he has done, all of the things that has been said in relationship to Nikki Haley wanting to replace Donald Trump, they asked, would he still vote for him? He hesitating like most of them do, trying to ad-lib or waste time. But the question stuck. What would you do? He still didn't answer, so the guy just repeated the question, says, well, all these violations, January 6th, 91 cases against him for however many, and 4 major cases against him. And I might be saying this wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. Would he, and not only that, the threat of what Donald Trump is saying he's going to do to those who did not stand with him if he wins again. Would you again vote for Donald Trump? And the man ended up saying yes. Now, can you understand what that says, ladies and gentlemen? He says, this man who still said he would vote for Donald Trump, says that if 51%, now I can't recall what he said, 51% of the Republican Party or 51% of the American people would vote for him. That's saying either 49% of the Republican Party or 49% of American voting population. But this man says, I'm going with the winner. One with 51% is good enough for me. I don't care what he threat. I don't care what he said. I'll vote for him. Now, what is that saying for the rest of you, whether you are Republicans, 49%, or 49% of the rest of the population? They are saying that everything that Donald Trump talks about, if he's talking about hatred, racism, and bigotry, and lying, and cheating, and stealing, and killing, and sex crimes, and you name it. If Donald Trump is guilty of all of that, the rest of us, Donald Trump wins, these people are saying they don't care. Trump is the man. They want to stick with the man. And if he's going to kill anybody, it won't be them, it'll be us. This is what this is what that part of the population is saying about us. That's what he said about you too, Joe. But look here, Joe, check this out. Excuse me for calling you Joe, but I'm old as you almost, so I can call you Joe. Check this out. This is one thing you have to be careful about when you come to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will accuse you of doing everything, and none of it is good. Everything. And I know you don't want to be sitting up there shooting lies and juice and stuff like that on Donald Trump, because he's probably lying about you. But I think you can be able to tell the truth about him. Because what he's saying about you is not you. What he's saying about you is truly him. So what he says about you, you just turn around and say the same thing about him. See, the reason I say that is this. If Donald Trump and the Republican Party continues to attack you, Joe Biden, and the Democratic Party, and you think you're above that, what the public will do is will think that what they're saying about you is true because you didn't deny it. They don't care if you didn't do it. You didn't deny it. And so it must be true. Let me give you an example. Years ago, they used to talk about Columbine. And there was this guy, Alex Jones, talking much smack. He talked. And it was so out of this world till when you hear it the first time, you want to find out the next day what happened, the next day what happened, the next day what happened. And you keep doing your research and you find no one talking about it but Alex Jones and Fox in that little group. What happens? Then you start thinking the rest, what he's saying about the rest of America, the rest of the news agency, must be true. Why? Because they are keeping it secret. They're trying to hide it. They won't say anything. They're not denying it. They're not saying anything. So all of a sudden you say, these guys, you got to count on them because they're telling us the truth. The other guys won't tell us nothing. But these over here are telling us the truth. We don't know that they're lying. You're not challenging them. They're just getting away every day with what they're saying. And so if you let Trump keep on saying what he's saying, the Republicans can keep on saying what they're saying about the Democrats, and we sitting up nice nasty, everything they say will end up being true to people who just don't know and trying to figure it out. Since we didn't defend it, since you didn't defend it, it must be true. And you will definitely pay the consequences. So I just wanted to share that with you. Please stand up against Donald Trump. And I say to all Americans who know that Donald Trump is a crook, who know that the Republican Party have been caught on a spell, stand up every day. Not just watch and see what they say on TV. Stand up every day that you are alive and can, and denounce these Republicans. Denounce these Donald Trump. Denounce everything they're doing. And on the other hand, after denouncing everything that they're doing, I want you to speak for the righteousness of what needs to be done. When you're talking about housing, don't talk about trying to have better housing, help you to pay for it. No, talk about the righteous thing. Everybody got housing. And talk about means in which this can be accomplished. Education, means in which this can be accomplished. Talk about it all. Now, you know, these guys can't bring that to you. They don't even know anything about it. It's going to take some talking to get the message out there. So utilize this to denounce Donald Trump, the Republican Party, and what they represent. Glorify what you want out of the American people. And support the Democrats and Joe Biden against these thugs from the pit of hell who wants to see the rest of us, 49%, whether we are the American people, they want to see us demolished. Again, they'll vote for Trump to see that it's done. Now, they know, black people always know that underlining is white supremacy. We know what they're fighting for, white supremacy. And those of you who are white, who says, well, I can't go that far and do nothing, that means you're supporting exactly what Donald Trump and those others are doing. So what I'm basically saying is this nation got to change, and it's going to change one way or the other. It's going to change the more to be more righteous, or it's going to change to be more evil. What stamp do you put on it? The challenge is to those who want to make it better. It's not going to get better unless you make it better.